perfect gospel for the Sunday immediately after Easter. This gospel reading has a nice, simple little message, and it's a message of gratitude. If we have a sense of gratitude in our lives, then we'll feel the presence of God in our lives. If for some reason you don't have that sense of gratitude, you feel that God has done nothing special for you, you're going to have a tendency to doubt, not to believe in the generosity and the kindness of God himself. Now, in today's gospel reading that I just read, coming out of the 20th chapter of John, verses 19 to 31 inclusive, one of the main characters in this gospel reading is Thomas. And Thomas had one big problem. He just could not appreciate that which was right in front of him. Thomas always had to see more. He always had to have more. Thomas was the kind of guy that he could not enjoy tomorrow's sunshine if it was raining today. Thomas just lacked the understanding of gratitude. And when he is told by his disciple friends that Jesus Christ resurrects, I don't pick up any gratitude in his voice. He's really saying to his disciple friends, look, I can't be happy until this is proven to me that Jesus Christ is resurrected. So I'm going to withhold my feeling of gratitude until it's proven. Now, what we want to do this morning is take a look at verse 24 and 25 of the 20th chapter of John, because I think these are central verses in this chapter. So it starts off by saying, verse 24, Thomas called Didymus, one of the 12, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples said to him, we have seen the Lord. Now his response at that very point, we'll pick up with verse 25 in a second, but his response at that very point should have been what? Hallelujah! Jesus Christ is risen. He should have been jumping for joy when he received the news from his friends, his other disciple companions, that Jesus Christ is risen. He should have been really happy. He should have been showing gratitude, but that wasn't the case, because Thomas had this feeling of doubt. He doubted for some reason his belief in God, that something like that could happen. So he pulls back a feeling of gratitude and says what? Well, he says, verse 25, but he said to them, Thomas said to the disciples, unless I see the nail marks, unless I see the mark of the nails in his hand and put my finger into the nail marks and put my hand to his side, I will not believe. Isn't that unfortunate? That is not showing much gratitude, is it? It's having someone tell you that a friend of yours who had cancer is now cured, and instead of being exuberant, instead of being happy, you're saying, what? Well, I'm going to have to go find out for myself. I'm just not going to celebrate right now. It's not having a sense of gratitude. If in your life, if for some reason you don't take time during the course of a day to take stock in the blessings God has given to you, if you don't look and itemize all the things that you have that you should be grateful for, you're going to start to believe what? Well, that God hasn't given you anything. There'll be no reason to drop to your knees and thank God for what you have if you don't take time to realize what you have. How can you be grateful if you don't take time to realize? If you doubt, God hasn't done anything for you. If you're the kind of person that believes that, oh yes, there's no question about it, my neighbor, look at all the stuff he has, yet I have nothing. God's never done anything for me. Gratitude means what? To be grateful for the sun, even on those days when it doesn't shine. The sun wasn't out that much yesterday, but I never, and hopefully you never did, stop believing in the sun. I believe it was still there on the other side of those clouds. To be grateful means to believe in God, even in those days where you might not really feel his presence in your life. But I know he hasn't abandoned me, just for some reason today we're estranged from each other. To be grateful means to still believe in love, even on certain news reports and articles you read in a newspaper that you don't see love in the world, but I still believe it exists. I have an understanding of gratitude. To believe that, yes, God has given a lot to my neighbor, but God has given me equal amount, if not more. Let's just watch this little video because I think it speaks well of what I'm talking about this morning.
I'd love to have a helicopter.
That's my dream car.
I want that off-road car.
Look at that new car.
If only I could afford a car.
I wish I had a bike.
He can go wherever he wants.
Be grateful for what you have.
What a simple little message. We look at someone else and we might say, I wish I had that, I wish I had this. How many people look at you and say the same thing? I wish I had his family, I wish I had his house, I wish I had his car, I wish I had his job. Wouldn't it be amazing if you're a kind of person that is not grateful because you want what someone else has? When someone is looking at you and they want what you have? That wouldn't make any sense at all. But it happens. You know, Thomas teaches us a lot in today's gospel reading. Instead of just being excited that Jesus Christ is risen, he decided, I need that proven to me. And he, for some reason, decided to delay the sense of joy and gratitude and wait for it to be proven. That's so unfortunate. Take time to look at all that God has given to you. And you realize that you just might have more than you deserve, or you might have more than you thought. Your probably first reaction is going to drop to your knees and say, thank you, God. I believe you have given me so much. The message from Thomas is simple. We should do the opposite of what he did. He struggled with being grateful. But we should always be grateful for what God has given to you. Not disappointed that he has given him so much and me so little. Because when you compare yourself to the right people, you might be able to say, yes, God has given my neighbor more. But when I look at this neighbor on the other side, I have so much more than he has. Be grateful for what you have.